alternative trading system, you would have an attorney or someone that would, and they would have a broker's license, so they can legally sell you stock. We're not going to be that complicated. You'll be able to come in and read these same documents that you would on a public offering, except they're not going to be as critical as what it would be, and costly to put together as what it would be on a public offering.
Very interesting, and I actually want to bring Adam Pressman in on this just so that we can get his opinion on this endeavor that you're trying to work on, Dusty. So, Adam, what is your opinion on what you just saw, that little demonstration?
Thanks, Manolis, and thank you, Dusty, for a great explanation. And as Kendall had said, it really is all about educating and providing a sense of transparency to the process. When we started with the method of risk reduction, I'm going to share with you in a minute, we were focused on the reality that less than 10% of accredited investors, now I know in this episode we're talking about the unaccredited ones, but the sophisticated, accustomed to investing high net wealth individual or married couple, only fewer than 10% of them are engaged in startup investing. And we tried to look at why, and the reason is they can lose their principal. Everybody understands that startup investing is risky. And once upon a time, cars didn't come with seatbelts and airbags and were frankly pretty dangerous. And technology that the industry created and some that the government required, a public-private partnership, was put together to reduce risk in automotive and in every other form of travel. What I like to call our product called CRCover, or Crowdfund Roundup Cover, is an airbag for the crowdfund industry. We guarantee that an investor in a crowdfunding venture will not lose their principal. It's very simple. It uses the insurance model. Nothing magic about it. We simply take a portion of the raise, invest it just like an insurance company would. That investment gains enough value that should the venture itself fail, we're able to give back the principal. The reason we did this was because of exactly what Dusty and Kendall have been saying. Without a transparent process, with a lot of moving parts, with the joining together of what used to be a relatively closed way of maintaining capital and the relative openness of the internet, there's going to be a whole lot of confusion out there. What makes people feel better about a process they don't understand is that they can get insurance. For example, they may not know what may go wrong with their bodies over the next year, but they know with their health care insurance they're protected. We seek to do the same thing to empower a larger investment that way. And the other side of this is, from the liquidity perspective, we have been counseling not as necessary to replace equity crowdfunding, and in fact you've already brought up as it's also still securities as opposed to rewards crowdfunding, but a royalty, a revenue royalty loan is one way that the unsophisticated investor quickly gets a handle on exactly what he's going to get for his money, when he's going to get it, what circumstances under which he might lose it, and we would therefore have to pay up as his insurance agent, and what options are out there for the fundraiser to control his exposure to property dilution. You know, Kendall and Dusty made that point, as well as what they're going to do in later rounds of funding. How complicated is that going to be with different levels of equity in there? With a royalty loan, and sometimes it's simpler. Like I said, I'm trying to rule out equity crowdfunding, but royalty crowdfunding doesn't get the shake it deserves for a lot of startups. Hopefully that answers your question.
Yes.